Hey Posture Nation Elites, Dr. Mark Wade. Today I want to talk about one of the main problems that limits your success, okay? Today most of us think we're the expert, but are you really the go-to expert? Are you really sought after for your expertise? Probably not. Not unless you've made yourself the expert in your niche, in your community. So this number one problem is we're not standing out, and that's because we don't know the process of becoming the go-to expert. I've written a book called Become the Go-To Expert in Less Than 6 Months, which outlines the step-by-step process of how you can become that go-to expert that stands out in your community and that's sought after in less than 6 months. It's super simple and it's super effective. The first step, which I'm going to go over today, the first two steps in becoming the go-to sought-after expert, okay? The first step is find your UEP, your unique expert position, okay? Now, in order to do that, the first thing you have to know is your why, your purpose statement. Why do you get up in the morning, okay? What makes you do what you do? What would you do if there was no job titles and there was no money? That's going to be your why. Now, I know I've got a lot of people that tell me, my why is my profession, it's being a chiropractor. No, that's not your why, that's your how. That's how you accomplish your why. You need to dig down and see what is actually your why. Like, what is the specific thing that chiropractic or your profession lets you do to accomplish your why? Maybe your why is helping educate or teaching. Maybe your why, what you really are passionate about, is building things. Maybe it's developing things, programs or systems or anything. Maybe your why is actually healing. Maybe that's your why. Now you use your profession as the how and the what to accomplish your why. But really dig down deep and think about that why, because that's the fundamental part of this. If you don't know that why, we can't build anything on top of it. Once you know your why, now you need to build your UEP, your unique expert position around this why. You're not trying to do everything. You're not trying to help pregnancy, pediatrics, sports, and neurology. You're going to find the one thing that you're passionate about, that your why circles around, and you're going to build your unique expert position around this why. That's the first thing, and that's one thing that a lot of us do wrong. We try and be the jack of all trades, but the master of none. You're never going to stand out as the expert if you don't first accomplish this. So remember, your UEP is fundamental. If you don't know this, you can't even describe yourself as the expert because you describe yourself as everything. So you have to find out what that one thing is, and that's how you make your decisions. It actually makes your life much easier. This is how you decide what you're going to study more about, what you're going to talk about, what you're going to learn about. This is how you're going to market yourself or present yourself. This helps you know what kind of patients or what kind of market or clientele you're looking for. Once you establish your unique expert position, it essentially makes your life easy. Because if what you're doing isn't in line with your unique expert position, it's also not in line with your why, and you're not going to be happy. In the end, if you base all of your decisions on how you do, what you do, and where you do it, and when you do it, based on your unique expert position, you're not only going to velocitize your opportunities at becoming the go-to sought-out expert by standing out in your community, but you're also going to simplify your life. It's going to make things much easier. Great, so we got the first step down. Find your UEP. Second step is right in alignment with that. After you have your UEP, this now allows you to niche down again, and then niche down till it hurts. This is a common mistake. We even think we have our why or our expert position, and then we actually go towards a niche or a target group, but we actually make this so large that we're really not niching down, which means we can't stand out. You have to find that one person, create an avatar. That avatar has a name, an age. You know what it looks like, what they do, what they like, what they're interested in. That's your target niche. That's your target group, okay? And when you niche down with that target group, it allows you to be the expert because you can answer their questions. You find out what their friction points are, what their pain points are, and you help them solve those. That makes them want to come back to you because you've got quality, valuable information and resources that helps them. When you're trying to help everybody, you're not going to be able to really help anybody. So you want to look for that 1 inch wide gap that's a mile deep, because that's going to allow you to stand out. That's going to allow you to use your unique expert position as a way to promote yourself and to stand out in your community. You become the one who has all the information on this one topic, on this one niche, they're going to come running to you. If you don't niche down, you really don't stand out. You become one of the rest. There is a majority of people out there talking about everything. People don't want somebody who's average or who knows a lot about everything. They want somebody who knows everything about one thing. They want the expert. Do you ever really go out and say, I think I'm going to find the average person to help me with this? No. You go out and you say, who's the best person at this? Every single person wants the best for themselves. And if you become that go-to expert, you become that person. You become the person they search for. You become the person in the community that stands out. And guess what? This sets you up for the next steps. Okay, that's what we're looking for. You find what that specific thing is and you niche down. You take your UEP and you niche down into this specific particular category or community, and that's how you're going to be able to stand out. So that's the first 2 steps right now. Find your UEP and then niche down into that. That's the only way you're going to start becoming the go-to sought-after expert, okay? Thank you, Posture Nation. Remember, posture by design, not by circumstance.